Welcome! Today, we are diving deep into the world of open source intelligence, or OSINT. We're going to explore the powerful tools that let you turn public data into some seriously critical insights. We're talking cybersecurity, journalism, you name it. But hey, before we jump in, let me ask you something. Think about it. Every single day, you're leaving these little digital breadcrumbs all over the internet, from social media posts to public records. What could someone learn about you or your organization just from the information that's already floating around out there?
So, what is this magic called? It's OSINT. And it's all about using information that's already publicly available. We're talking websites, social media, public databases, and doing it legally and ethically to piece together a picture of the world. And let's be super clear, this is not hacking. It's about being smart enough to see what's already out there, hiding in plain sight.
Okay, so you might be wondering, where does OSINT even fit into the whole intelligence puzzle? Let's break that down and see how it stacks up against some of the other methods out there.
You've probably heard of other types of intelligence, right? There's HUMINT, or human intelligence. That's getting info from people. Then there's SIGINT, signals intelligence, which is all about intercepting communications. OSINT? It's different. It sticks exclusively to what's public. And you know what? That accessibility is its superpower. That's exactly why it's so widely used today.
All right, time for the main event. Let's start building your OSINT arsenal. We're going to go through 15 essential tools, and I'll group them by what they do, starting with the big picture stuff and getting more specific as we go. First up, we've got tools for scanning the huge, vast landscape of the internet. Odin is great for scanning digital assets, like IP addresses and services that might be exposed. Maltego is this amazing visual tool that literally draws you a map of how people, domains, and emails are all connected. And then there's Shodan. Oh man, Shodan is wild. Think of it like Google, but instead of searching websites, it searches for things connected to the internet. Servers, webcams, traffic lights, you name it. It shows you what's out there and what might be vulnerable.
Okay, next up, let's talk Reconnaissance. This is all about gathering that initial batch of information. The Harvester is perfect for scooping up public info like employee emails or company subdomains. Then you have Recon-NG. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife for recon. It's got all these different modules, kind of like apps for your phone, that you can use to automate your search. And Census is another fantastic tool for finding exposed devices and services, giving you a really clear picture of an organization's digital footprint.
So what if you need to cast a wider net? Spiderfoot is an absolute beast. It automates your search across more than 100 different data sources and puts it all into one report for you. And this next one, it's less of a tool and more of a treasure map, the OSINT framework. Seriously, if you're ever stuck thinking, what tool do I use for this? This framework is your answer. And for folks who like to automate things, OSINT Combine offers a bunch of scripts that can really speed up your investigations.
All right, now let's get into some techniques that are just crazy powerful, and honestly, anyone can start learning them. You know metadata? It's the hidden data inside files. With the right tools, you can pull it from a photo and find out the exact GPS coordinates where it was taken. Then there's Google dorking, which sounds funny, but it is one of the most powerful skills you can learn. It's basically using Google like a master detective to find sensitive files and login pages that were never meant to be public. And of course, there are tons of tools out there just for analyzing social media to build a full picture of someone's digital life.
So take a look at this. This little line of text right here, this is a perfect example of a Google dork. Just by typing something this specific into Google, you can potentially find thousands of unsecured administrator login pages that were accidentally left open to the entire internet. It's a perfect illustration of how powerful this technique really is. And to round out our toolkit, let's talk about tools for pulling everything together and even looking back in time. Datasploit is awesome for taking data from a bunch of different sources and organizing it all into one easy-to-read report. Pipl is laser-focused on finding information about people, digging through public records and social media. And of course, the Wayback Machine. This thing is basically a time machine for the internet. It lets you see what websites looked like years ago, which is priceless for finding info that's since been taken down.
Okay, so we've just gone over a ton of incredibly powerful tools. But with great power, well, you know the rest. This is where we need to have a serious talk about the balance between OSINT and something called OPSEC, or operational security. And this really gets to the heart of it all. I want you to remember this phrase. OSINT is about visibility, not intrusion. Your goal is to see what's already visible, what's already public. It's about perception, not breaking and entering. So think of it this way. While you're using OSINT to see what's out there, OPSEC is all about making sure you're not the one being seen. It's about protecting your own information. And for any smart organization, this is a constant loop. They use these very same OSINT tools on themselves to see what they look like from the outside, just to make sure they're not leaving any digital doors wide open.
So, you've got the tools, you understand the power. How do you move forward and use all this for good? That brings us to our final and maybe most important point, gathering intelligence ethically.
Just follow these 4 simple steps, and you'll always be on the right track. First, always know why you're searching. Have a clear legal and ethical reason for what you're doing. Second, and this is a big one, only use public data. Never, ever try to bypass a password or a security wall. Third, respect people's privacy. Don't collect personal information you don't absolutely need. And finally, act with integrity. Use what you find responsibly.
At the end of the day, these OSINT tools give us an incredible window into our digital world. They show us what's really out there, in the open for everyone to see. The real test, though, isn't just about learning how to use these tools. It's about deciding what to do with that new perspective. So now that you can see more, the question is, how will you choose to act?